if you have a mixed territory, number one, you're not going to put your highly incentivized heavy hitter drivers on your country routes in general. I mean, generally, in my experience, and I don't know if this may be different for you, Jana, but if you have a lot of windshield time routes, what I call windshield time routes, the rural routes, the high mileage, you're going to find a type of driver who fits into that kind of route nicely. And they're typically not going to, I'm not going to say they're not going to want that extra money, but their reward is not getting blown out every day on their P1200 with, yeah, I have the chance to make an extra $50. They're like, no, give me my simple route with my dogs out on the route that I love, the customers that I know. Just get me out of the terminal, let me do my thing. That's generally a different demographic. So I personally have never had at Pat Logistics or otherwise, I've never had it where my country drivers were really hot and heavy trying to get those stop threshold bonuses. If that is something that you're seeing, then what I would probably recommend is offering more PTO to that kind of driver. Just, more time off. That usually does the trick. But for your people who are in town running these dynamic routes that are 120 stops one day, 160 another day. So the way I would do that is if you're seeing that kind of fluctuation day in and day out, and you've got drivers that are complaining that I made way more last week, but now the volume's down and I'm not making it this week, I would probably up their fixed pay. I would up that threshold a little bit of, hey, you're making already $150 a day with $1 a stop above 120 stops, right? So if you're not familiar with it, Jana, I know you know this, but for the new investors, we have stop threshold pay. You get a flat fixed rate. Then if you do a certain number of stops, you get a certain amount per stop, every stop above that. That's what Jana's talking about. So I would encourage you to increase the fixed a little bit and lower the threshold a little bit. So they have an easier chance of hitting the threshold, but they're also guaranteed more money if they don't hit it. So I would I'd bring that ceiling and that floor closer together a little bit.